When you arrive in Kinnick Stadium, you know what's in store. Hard nose, toughness, defense, and you better bring your hat and be ready to strike somebody when you come into this black and gold cauldron to take on the Hawkeyes. We believe we've got a great one in store today, and we've got a team that makes it into the top 25. Now when you go on the road, that's when you prove you belong. As we'll see the number 19 team in the country, the Oregon Ducks, taking on another team from the Big Ten, the Iowa Hawkeyes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Ducks will get us started with the opening kickoff. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Hawkeyes offense will get the first swing of the game. Sometimes you sense that what the kids call swagger is a false bravado. This dude is nothing but real at wide receiver.
Yeah, he's got that speed, and you see DBs, they're probably watching him come on the field right now, and they understand it's going to be a long game. This guy can go get it. He can run. He can do a little bit of everything at the wide receiver.
Good timing on the quick out. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism. He's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
Here's the handoff. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Off the play fake. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Unloads it left. Intercepted. Looking for more room. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
Gets it out quickly. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. And the Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to go up top on first down. Trying to make magic with his feet. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his feet as he moves those sticks.
Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there, understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to get that first down.
And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Oregon! It's as if every play call with this guy, you've got the play that's called, and if that doesn't work, something that might even be more dangerous.
How nice is that as an offensive coordinator, right, Reese? You know that even if what you called isn't exactly going to work, this guy can just pull a rabbit out of the hat. He can go backyard football and just take off. Man, this guy is fun to watch.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team out there and ready to go. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner goes down. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Pulls it in on the left. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
And that's why this guy's a complete running back. He's good between tackles, he can pass block, but he can also run routes. And we're not just talking about screens or swing routes. This guy gets vertical down the field, and he can run the route tree.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Firing to the right, complete. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that 3rd down. Couldn't you just see the offensive staff room this week? They'll never expect us to throw it to the fullback.
They did. I was caught off guard. I didn't think they were going to throw it to the big fella, but tell you what, nice job by the defense, being ready for whatever comes their way, getting a big tackle for a loss.
Between the uprights, it's good. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. Offense in a split backfield. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Fires to the tight end. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Rifles it down the middle. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Quickly to the tight end. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. The Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. He's going to take off. Crosses the 30. He's got to lay it. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
You could tell he saw that grass open up, and he was not handing that football off. He was taking it himself. His eyes got enormous, chewed up the big play. Nice big chunk play for this offense.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. It's the end of the first quarter, and now time for one of the great traditions in college football, when the entire crowd here in Iowa City will turn and give a wave to the children at the University of Iowa Stead Family Children's Hospital. Everyone engaged, and we wave and salute those kids and wish them all the best. No matter how many times you see it, a moving moment here at Iowa between the first and second quarter when the entire crowd acknowledges the children across the way. Hope they enjoy the game as we continue in the second quarter. They make the stop, but you can't give up 4 yards a chunk on the ground down in this area of the field. It's at the 18. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. He's got it and still on his feet. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. And after yet another third down conversion, they've got it 1st and goal. On the move. That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
It's still 3rd and goal. Quarterback checking off. Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. Fires into the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Ducks. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Just when you think it's automatic, it's not. Extra point, no good. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the move from inside. And the ball is loose on the return. Recovered by the kicking team. Touchdown, Oregon! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
And this is why a lot of coaches don't kick the ball out of the end zone. They want them to return the football so something good can happen. So you can put a hat on a football, cause a fumble, make something happen, Palmer, and that's exactly what the kickoff unit does.
Man, I love kickoff coverage units, David, that take pride in their jobs. These guys want to line up. They want to run down the field and hurt somebody. That was a huge game-changing play to not just create the turnover, but to score a touchdown.
The give to the back. Picks his way ahead, pick up a 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line.
Now, that's what you try to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
Fires to the right. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. And he will step out of bounds, but what a play to get the ball back for his offense. That is... Huge break for this offense. Instead of the turnover, roughing the passer, and you've still got the football. They run the reverse. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
What a great job by the backside of the defense staying home. A lot of time the run looks like it's going the other direction. What happens? You start to chase. Nope. These guys stayed home and played their assignment, and that's why they had success.
He locked up and held on to bring him down. It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. He's looking downfield to throw. And they got him for the sack.
3rd and long situation, we're bringing an extra DB on the field, and we're telling our front guys to pin your ears back and go get the QB, and they get the job done.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Takes it on the return. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Wide receiver shows motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he breaks into the open. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Give to the running back. Just couldn't get away from the tackle.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
The give on the inside. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Great job by that defender. I mean, he timed that snap count perfectly, got into the backfield and created the negative play.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down. The Ducks will punt this one away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Gets it out of there for the first time today, and didn't see much of him in that loss a week ago. Called on just once. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Iowa has the ball back on offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some 1st downs. Get some positive momentum.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. On 2nd down, just keeps firing. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. This is a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Setting up the screen. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. And the Hawkeyes will call on their punt team. 3-and-out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He gets a block. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Palmer.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On second down, he'll let it fly. Grabbed over the middle. It's Bennett. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a third down and short. They'll try to run for it. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
And that's got to feel good if you're the offense, because third down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point, finding ways to keep the chains moving.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll run the option. He just has a nose for those little crevices to be able to find space, and he picks up the first down. And the Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the running back has it. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up second and 4.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on second and 4. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
I love when players understand situations, and they understand where the first down marker is, and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
And the incompletion brings up a second down for this offense. From the gun, running back gets to give. He's finally brought down, but that freshman found some running room.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
This offense has been running wild in the first half, but wait, they want more before they go to the locker room. Quarterback will audible. They'll go to the air. He caught it. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. Second and goal coming up. This is a designed run. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! Ready to try the point after.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. keeping it on the ground with the single back. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. He's going to pass. Fires one high and deep. He can haul it in. Incomplete. They took a shot, but that's how we'll wrap up the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, a stirring start to things today in Iowa City as we say hello from our broadcast studios.
The Hawkeyes will line up to kick off and start the second half. He'll call for the fair catch here. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Line gets set, first down. That's reeled in, it's Bennett. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
On second down, looking again to throw. They're bringing heat. At the 40, there he goes. Oh, it's on the ground. Nice ball. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Jumped on top of the pile.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
They'll put the tight end in motion. On second down, he's looking downfield. Caught near the sticks. It's sticky. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. The Ducks are moving quickly down the field. It's complete to the left. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Tackle is made after the first down.
Offensively, are you going to take 4 to 6 every play? Yes, please. Sign me up for that. I'm going to take that every single time. Great job by the offense. Staying patient, staying true to who they are. You want to run the football. You want to be physical. You want to establish yourself. Check, check, check.
The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. Quarterback extends the play. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down.
Well, things have mostly been going right for this offense in this game so far. That's why they have the lead they have. But that time, a little bit of a mental error. That should have been intercepted. Don't love the decision by the quarterback.
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Well, you just sort of felt like this defense had to do something to get this quarterback out of a rhythm, right? He's been picking them apart all drive long, and finally they come up with a sack.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. Never a doubt. And they'll push that lead out a little further. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. To the air on first down. Makes the grab over the middle. And that will go backwards. A negative play, and that defense on high alert that time. And they're going to be in a world of hurt if they don't get this thing going forward here on second down from the 13. He'll do it himself. Open space at the 25. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for room. It's Washington. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Picked off. Got room on the return. The 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Oregon. And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. What a play by this defense with a pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Iowa has the ball back on offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. They'll operate out of split backs. The give from the gun. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, second and 7. Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line. Give to the back. On the move at the 30. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. Softened him up with a run, now to throw. And here's the third interception of the night. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, I love the job by the coaching staff there defensively, matching the personnel of the offense, putting their dime package out on the field. So you bring out the extra defensive back, you're anticipating a pass, perfect timing to run that personnel, and you get the pick.
Wants to throw on first down. He hurls one deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down. Didn't connect last time. Let's see if they throw it again on second down. Wants to go up top. He's got it. Trying to tackle this guy's a business decision as he gets it up to the 29. They'll try to muscle their way forward on third and short from the 29. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. He's going to look for a man on third and short. Complete to the left. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. And the Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. Makes the catch. It's Dickey. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. That was a really nice catch and an even better run after the grab.
Yeah, and get that ball to your playmaker. What's good about having him in the slot is he can go either direction. You can get him matched up on somebody that's not as fast, and you watch, he can run away from those linebackers or safeties.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Quarterback wants to throw on second down. Trying to escape and get it himself. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down. as they get set to snap it just about to reach the end of the quarter. He's looking to throw it. Catch in the middle, it's Dickey. And brought down, looks as if that's how we'll end the third. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the third quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Pulls and fires complete to the right. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk, and on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
Ooh, there's an example, Jesse, of a receiver making his quarterback look bad. Most of the time, they make it look good and cover up for him. All those balls y'all don't throw online, but oof, that...
Touchdown Ducks! And the pummeling has started. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. They march 78 yards down the field, and the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. He'll start the return inside his 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Offense gets set for second down. He's looking to throw. Got it set up on the outside. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. New set of downs after that completion. Trying to find his man on first down. Get it out on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back in space where you can break tackles and make things happen because they're just so dynamic.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
They'll throw it on first down. Working that left side now. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Looking to throw it again. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Third and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. They'll try to get it through the air. He almost had another one. They've already picked off 3 and just a hair away from number 4 there. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Makes a grab enough for the first. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. The officials throw the flag, but the offense won't need it. They'll decline that and keep the big play. And he tacks on the extra point. A 70-yard touchdown drive, and the final 34 yards covered by that touchdown pass. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The offense lining up for a first down play. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're on offense. You have the lead. You want to chew the clock, keep the ball on the ground, keep that thing just ticking, Palmer.
They're just imposing their will, Dave, and that's something that we've seen, I think, all game. Up front, they've been the more physical team. They're the ones that's getting pushed and that's getting movement, and it's carrying over all the way here deep into the fourth quarter.
Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. Looking to throw for it. Finds the tight end. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. The Ducks are on the move. He'll try to do it himself.
Tell you what, that read game really slows you down defensively, kind of makes you play responsibility football. And when you get chunks like that on first down as an offense, I would continue to come back to it.
Knocked down at the 29-yard line. Picked up 15 yards on the play, and he's got a first down. The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Able to pick up a couple down to the 27.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
They make the stop, give him 3 yards on the carry. Ball's at the 24. This 3rd down play more than manageable from the 24. Can the defense stand tall? Hand off from the shotgun. Tackled after picking up the first down.
And they just kind of sneaked that one in there as a defensive guy, 3rd and 5+. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you could throw.
And into the end zone. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Iowa has the ball back on offense. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponents.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe something right here I can create positive that carries over to practice and maybe next week.
He'll throw on 3rd down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Hawkeyes decide to punt it away. No fair catches here, looking for room. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. With this big cushion they're working with, Jesse, they're ready to send these fans toward the exits.
And you know the coaching staff has got to be so happy with how this offense has been able to come out here on the road, fight the crowd noise, and execute at such a high level, David.
Yeah, just dominate the football game. And now, listen, it's mode where I can run the football, run out the clock, watch this game go to zeros and get the dub.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Yeah, he does a really good job being decisive, getting downhill, being a great runner. And guess what? You know how easy offense is when you get me at 2nd and short, 2nd and medium? Everything in the playbook is open to me.
A beautifully placed ball to the outside and the toe drag for the big pickup. From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Let's it go to the end zone. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Rashada. Blasted as he lets it go. To the end zone, and it's picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Not only a great play, but tremendous discipline by this sophomore to make the pick. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Makes his connection. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They'll go 4 wide when receivers on either side on 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Coming after it. What a complete disaster. What a terrible decision to run that far backwards and take the safety.
And that kind of sums up the day for this offense. I mean, nothing has really gone your way. Now you give up the safety. Tell you what, this team's got a lot of work to do over this next week to get better, to improve. This was a bad day.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Final minute, this game's on ice. They can take a knee and run out the clock.
This offense has to feel great with how they're able to go out, execute, and perform big plays all game long. I think it's sending a statement, too, to future defenses down the road on the schedule. They're going to be tough to contend with.
Yeah, I mean, they got firepower, putting up so many points. This thing is easily over. Now they can just chillax, go back to the locker room, know they're going to get the victory.
After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on first. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. It's complete. A huge pickup. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. One more play to pad the stats. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Trying to get to it. He'll go down in a bit of an unusual way to bring this game to a close. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
I think you got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to